Okay, hello guys, how are you today? My name is Olimpio Tuns and thanks for joining me here. Hello David, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? And thanks for joining me here. Today, as you already know, we have the US inflation data release, publication, also the FOMC meeting minutes. So let's analyze the markets ahead and before these high impact events. Here is the risk disclaimer, guys, and as always, please read it. It's important for you to understand the risks. And if you have maybe more questions, please email support. And maybe if you want to get access, to have access, if you are not if you are a free member only, if you are not a VIP member, and if you want to have access to all our VIP content, trades, if you want to copy to follow our trades, please. You should become a VIP member by accessing the link posted right below this video, and you could also use this this code Olympi25 to get a 25% discount at the checkout for the first month. So yeah, you can use this coupon as well. I will close this window and we'll start with the dollar index. Also, we'll take a look on the economic calendar. Hello Aline, how are you? Pravin Kumar, how are you? Hello guys, we'll wait a few moments for more members to join us, but first of all, let's take a look here. Let's take a look on the economic calendar. So I've told you guys that later today at we'll have the US is to release its consumer price index later today. 0.3% growth expected in September. Also the core CPI 0.2% growth expected in September versus only 0.1% growth in August. And also later today the FOMC meeting minutes. So these are seen as high impact events. These releases, publications could really shake the markets, could really bring sharp movements, high volatility. So you should be careful today. If you are not an experienced trader, maybe you should stay away during these releases, only because the markets could move really quick in both directions, and you can lose money around these releases. Maybe you should wait maybe for the markets to calm down, to cool down after these high impact events, and you will catch great movements maybe later, great opportunities. I'm still holding your call for gold at 1772. Yeah, that gold long is Orlando's trade, and maybe he will come back with his trade management with an update for the VIP members. Thank you. Why aren't we trading currencies much lately on the VIP? So as you already know, guys, and we try to send you guys only high probability trades. Yeah, we don't like to send, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 trades per day, only to send trades. Yeah, we like to identify high probability trades with a good risk to reward ratio, and that's why we are waiting for confirmations right now. Maybe we'll wait for the US inflation data, maybe before sending fresh trades for you guys, before maybe sharing our trades with you guys. Okay, so let's talk about the dollar index right now. And as you can see, the dollar index has managed to jump above this fifth warning line. This was seen as dynamic resistance here. So after a temporary decline, breakout, it has found resistance here around the former high 94.50, and right now it has decreased maybe to retest the resistance triangle's resistance, sorry. And personally, as long as the dollar index stays above the fifth warning line, for me the bias is still bullish, but you should be careful here, because the dollar index has shown some overbought signs here. It has signaled maybe that that the bulls here are exhausted or something, and here 94.73, 94.64 is seen as a major resistance area zone. Let's take a look here. So you can see that we have this low here, lower low, 94.64. Yeah, and also this high, former high, 94.73. So this area is seen as a strong resistance zone, supply zone maybe, but right now the dollar index failed to approach to reach this area. So I've told you that for me the bias is still bullish here in the dollar index, and the potential maybe growth towards this zone, towards this area, towards the sixth warning line could help the dollar to increase, to appreciate versus the rivals in the short term. So we'll take a look on Forex pairs, on majors. We'll take a look on commodities, on indexes, on cryptocurrencies. So I will be here for more than 1 hour. So I'm waiting also for your messages, for your questions. If you want me to take a look on a specific market, yeah, we'll do it. David, hello guys. Please, how is the VIP? I have so many Telegram groups that want me to join. I want which one is good to earn so money. And okay, hello Abiola, how are you? So personally I'll wait for something here. I've told you that right now technically the bias is still bullish here in the dollar index, as long as it stays above this fifth warning line, as long as it stays maybe above 94 psychological level, 94.10, above the weekly pivot point 94, sorry, 07. So this could still be only a temporary decline, test retest before jumping higher towards this resistance area, and something like this could help us maybe to identify, to catch new longs in the US dollar. And personally I believe that maybe something like this drop, valid breakdown here, stabilization below the weekly pivot point, below 94.10, below the fifth warning line, also below this uptrend line, could signal that the dollar index's growth is over in the short term, and that the dollar index could turn to the downside, could register something like corrective phase, something like an important drop, and something like this scenario, something like this will signal that, or actually a correction, something like this could help us to identify maybe, or to search for shorts in the US dollar. Okay. Okay, gold. Yeah, Aline. Yeah, I will. Could you do US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, please? Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. Thank you. Also, it is US. What? It is 100 USD for a year VIP group. Please email support, David. If you want to join us to become a VIP member, I've told you that. You can access the link posted right below this video for only £35 per month, and actually I will send you my coupon into the YouTube chat, Olympia25, and you will if you will use this coupon, this code Olympia25 at the checkout, you will get a 25% discount for the first month. How and where can I get VIP swing signals, as I have no seen or receive any signals since I joined this channel? So we have another group for swing trading, for those who want to join that group, that Telegram group. So yeah, you can hit the link posted right below this video, and you can become maybe a VIP member. You can join that swing group. Abiola, thank you. And if you have maybe more questions, please email support. Yeah, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, also one moment because I want to take a look. Hello guys. Okay, I didn't get a lot of signals on VIP group, one per day, and I've told you that we don't send signals, guys. Personally, I'm sending only my trades. I'm sharing my trades with you guys, and if you want to copy these trades, to follow these trades, also the trade management, it's fine. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not sending signals. I'm only sending my trades. And I've told you earlier that I don't understand why you want to trade, I don't know, 4 times per day, or if you want to open 5, 6, 7, 8 trades per day, it's fine. For me, if I have maybe a good trade, only 1 trade, 2 trades per day, it's fine. High probability trades. So yeah. So let's move on. Gold. One moment. So right now gold increases only because the dollar index has slipped lower. Okay, yeah, I will take a look on all markets. The British pound, Japanese yen, it looks like it's dropping, but it could. Yeah, I will take a look on all markets. So okay, gold right now. Okay, so the price of gold continues to move sideways right now in the short term, and after escaping from this down channel, it was somehow technically it was somehow expected to increase after also this false breakdown below the downtrend line here, but unfortunately it has registered only a false breakout here above 1770.58, above this former high. It has failed here to stabilize above this former high, so right now it has decreased, tested and retested the 1750.67, and here I have an inside sliding parallel line, a dynamic support, Tesla test, false breakdowns, and right now the price of gold jumped above the weekly pivot point 1761.53. It has jumped above this former high, and yeah, right now the upside pressure, the bias pressure remains high, and the buyers are still strong, but we'll have to wait, guys, because here personally I have a 150% Fibonacci line, a dynamic resistance, as you can see here, drop, only false breakdowns, a leg higher here, drop, valid breakdown. So this 150% Fibonacci line is seen as a dynamic resistance right now, and also this level, this former high 1770.58 is seen as an upside obstacle, a static resistance here. So technically, personally, I believe that only something like this or a valid breakout above the weekly R1 could signal potential further growth, maybe towards the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. So right now the price of gold is trapped between the medium line and the inside sliding line. We have something like an up channel, and after these false breakdowns, after its failure to stabilize below the sliding line, or after its failure to approach to reach these former lows or this downtrend line, the bias is still bearish right now in gold. Yeah, I've told you that the DXY is at resistance. It seems over both, and yeah, right now the price of gold increases, and that gold is still good. Abiola, do you mean the signal is from Olympia 25? No, that Olympia 25 is a coupon, a code if you want to become a VIP member, and you will get a 25% discount if you'll use that code, that coupon at the checkout. Okay, Abiola, thank you. Hello, Olympia. Will today's events also affect Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and all Australian dollar, Japanese yen? EB, yeah. Personally, I believe that that today's events, the US inflation data, and also the FOMC meeting minutes will have an impact on all markets, on Forex pairs, also on commodities, on indexes, also maybe the crypto market will move around these releases, so you should be careful, yeah, because maybe if we'll have something really, maybe if the dollar will register a strong move, yeah, the Japanese yen will move as well. So we'll take a look on all markets. Thank you, guys. One moment, because I want to take a look on something here. Okay, so this is my opinion, my analysis here in gold. So personally, I still believe that as long as it stays above the pivot point, above this sliding line, it could still increase, and potential maybe, as you can see, and as you already know, maybe the price of gold is used as an edge for inflation. We'll have to wait maybe to see these numbers, the consumer price index, also the core CPI, and personally, I believe that maybe better than expected the data here could boost the dollar index, could force the US dollar to increase, only because maybe high inflation could force the Federal Reserve maybe to take action sooner, to hike rates or something like this. But yeah, we can still have also something like a rally here on gold if the US inflation will or actually if the CPI or the core CPI will report better than expected data. We'll have to wait, guys. So right now, technically, the price of gold is bullish in the short term after escaping from this pattern. This was seen as a reversal pattern here in the short term after test retest sideways movement here. But personally, I believe that only a new higher high if the price of gold will make a value breakout above the R1, also above 1781.40 could really signal a larger growth. Also a value breakout here above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork could really signal a strong growth here in gold. Okay. Kumar does a breaking 1770 confirm further uptrend. So this is an important resistance here, yeah, but I've told you that anything could happen today around the US inflation publication, around the FOMC meeting minutes. So yeah, technically something like a breakout here, a breakout above the R1 could signal potential growth, but we still have this resistance area here. You should be careful, guys, because the price could jump higher, but it could only print something like a false breakout with great separation, and then the price could go down. So you should be careful around these high impact events, around these releases, US data dump. Okay. So is Orlando trade in gold from 2 days ago still valid? Yeah, as long as Orlando is still keeping his trade, yeah, that trade is still valid. But if you want to close it, it's your call. You can do whatever you want with your trades. But if you want to maybe to wait for Orlando's trade management, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look also on US100 right now, and then we'll take a look on Forex, pairs, on majors. So as you already know from my previous sessions, guys, I've told you that escaping from this descending pitchfork's body here, and after reaching the medium line of descending pitchfork, after reaching the warning line, I've told you that the US 100, the Nasdaq could slip lower, could drop a little, and here right now it has jumped above the warning line. It seems that we have we have strong buyers in the short term here on the US 100, only because the DXY has decreased a little. So but personally I don't have something really good in US 100 right now. I'll wait maybe for the US inflation data, for the US data dump before maybe taking action, because I'm waiting for confirmation in the dollar index before maybe taking action on US equities as well. But technically here we have a support here at 14,611.9, and maybe we have something like resistance here at 14,798.1. We have on a sideways movement, something like a range here, a range pattern, and maybe valid breakout here could signal a potential growth, could signal that this drop retreat is over, and that the US 100 could jump higher. So maybe something like a new higher high, something like a valid breakout here could signal potential growth, at least towards the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. Yeah, so we'll have to wait, guys, because but personally I believe that technically here the US 100 has shown some it has shown bullish pressure here, strong buyers, but maybe only something like this, like a valid breakout, could signal potential growth, and I believe that something like this could signal potential growth towards the medium line, and the valid breakout above the medium line could signal a larger upside movement. But I'll wait for something in a dollar index before maybe taking action also on the US equities, only because you can see here that 14,457.9 is seen as a strong static support. So this drop was ended around this former low, and right now the US 100 tries to come back higher. But yeah, as I told you, personally I'll wait for confirmation here before taking action in US 100. I'm new. Who's Orlando? Orlando is our head trader. Hi, there is so if we sign up for the broker deals, we become VIPs and receive signals on swing ETs. So please email support if you have questions about subscription, VIP services, swing trading group, or Telegram groups, and yeah, or brokerage companies or something like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's buy stop in gold. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look on euro versus the US dollar. So my opinion here, my analysis here in euro versus the US dollar. So I've told you guys here that we may have only a temporary rebound, temporary growth here, maybe retest of the medium line before dropping deeper. So you can see that the euro versus the US dollar, it has registered only false breakouts here with great separation above the medium line of the descending pitchfork. Also above the weekly pivot point 1.1580, and then it has escaped from the ascending pitchfork's body, signaling downside movement. But unfortunately, personally, I will delete this this pitchfork, this ascending pitchfork. Unfortunately, it has failed here to stabilize below 1.1529 former low, and right now it has rebounded only because the dollar index has decreased, and right now it could maybe retest again the medium line of the descending pitchfork. And let's take a look again on the dollar index. So right now we have a sell-off on the dollar index. Yeah, so this sell-off forces the euro versus the US dollar to increase. So if the dollar index will drop deeper, if it will maybe develop a larger downside movement, then the euro versus the US dollar will register strong growth in the short term. Or if the dollar index will resume its upside movement, if it will jump higher towards fresh new highs, then this pair, the currency pair euro versus the US dollar, will drop deeper. Yeah, so right now maybe we have something like this here on euro versus the US dollar, something like a sideways movement, something like a range pattern. And personally, for me, as long as the price stays between below the medium line of the descending pitchfork, the bias is still bearish, and maybe the pair could resume its sell-off, but we'll get confirmation if maybe the pair will make only false breakouts again above the medium line, or if it will maybe drop and stabilize below this former low. Also, if it will maybe make a value breakdown here below the S1, then maybe this pair will drop deeper. Right now in the short term, we don't have really good setups, only because also the traders are waiting for the US inflation data, also maybe for the FOMC meeting minutes before taking action. So we'll wait also for these high impact events, maybe before sending more trades, before sharing our trades with you guys. Hi Olympio, may I have your opinion on Euro Swiss franc? Yeah, I will take a look. Any chance I may go down? I'm aiming. Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. Abiola, please email support. I will not stay all day or all my session answering to your questions. I've told you, if you want to become a VIP member, you can access maybe our website, learn to trade, or you can access the link posted right below this video, and you can use that coupon Olympia25 coupon code to get a 25% discount. So okay, let's take a look. Euro Swiss franc, one moment, and then we'll take a look on the Japanese yen. So Euro Swiss franc, in my opinion here, this currency pair is at support, as you can see here, 1.0712. It has stopped this downside movement, and also the pair failed here to stabilize outside of this descending pitchfork body. It has found support at the 150% Fibonacci line. Right now it moves sideways, so maybe we'll have something here in the short term if the pair will maybe jump above this former high. So a new higher high here, valid breakout maybe here above the medium line, also above 1.0752 could bring us something, but yeah, right now personally I'll wait for something also because the price action has printed something like a triangle here in the short term, and I'll wait maybe for a valid breakout, and before maybe going long or short on this pair. So maybe an upside breakout from this pattern, from this triangle, could signal a potential growth, or a valid breakdown could signal a deeper drop or something, but I'll wait. And personally, maybe I'll look for, or I'll search for longs here, as long as the price stays above 1.0712, above this support zone. Okay, so and if I'll have something on Euro versus the Swiss franc, I will come back with my trade, guys, for you, for the VIP members. Something like this. So we have a support zone here, demand zone area, and if I'll have something like a bullish pattern here, I will maybe take a long position here in yeah, Alex, and thank you as well. Maybe I will go long, maybe if I'll have something like a bullish pattern in this support zone on Euro versus the Swiss franc. Tim, how are you, Tim? US dollar, Japanese yen. So let's take a look. It seems overbought. Yeah, after something like this, after this amazing rally, leg higher, swing higher, yeah, maybe the US dollar versus the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is a little overbought. But as long as it stays within this maybe channel, one moment here, because we have a channel here, something like this maybe. So yeah, it seems a little overbought, but after this false breakout, after reaching the up channel's resistance upside line, but personally I believe that something like this, moving sideways, maybe testing, retesting the weekly R2 113.19 could bring us something again here in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So personally I'm still bullish on this pair, and something like a sideways movement, a temporary retreat correction could bring us new long opportunities here in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Right now, yeah, it's risky to buy it here because it could drop. It's risky also to sell it, because I've told you that as long as it stays above the R2, it's still bullish. As long as it stays within this up channel, it's still bullish. So personally, I'll wait maybe for a temporary decline, maybe before taking action again, before going long again, maybe on this pair. Yeah, and you should know that. Let's take a look again, dollar index. So right now the current drop here registered by the dollar index forces the dollar to maybe to depreciate versus its rivals. And let's take a look on the Japanese stock index, because it's important. So the Japanese stock index, it has failed here to stabilize below the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork. As you already know, the Nikkei, the Japanese stock index, has found support here around these former lows. Yeah, rebound. Right now it has jumped above the lower medium line, and maybe in the short term, we cannot exclude maybe something like a sideways movement here. But personally, I believe that a potential growth here registered by the Japanese stock index, by the Nikkei, could force the Japanese yen to depreciate versus its rivals. Okay, so if the Japanese stock index will jump higher, will resume its growth here, then the yen will depreciate versus its rivals. Would you mind looking at the British pound versus the Swiss franc? Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. Thank you. And also, don't forget, guys, to like this video here live right now. This will be highly appreciated. Also, this will be helpful for me into the YouTube algorithm. So something like consolidation here in the short term above the weekly pivot point 28,106.2. And I've told you that maybe something here like a new higher high or something, jumping above the former high and resuming its growth after this temporary decline, after its failure to close, to stabilize below the weekly pivot point, could signal that maybe the Japanese yen will depreciate versus its rivals, and maybe also a potential growth registered by the dollar index could push the US dollar versus the Japanese yen higher. Jack, Troy, have you done US dollar, US 30, US, the Dow Jones? No, let's take a look on that market, and then we'll take a look on the British pound versus the Japanese yen, on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, on the British pound versus the Swiss franc. I will try to answer to all your questions, guys, but please, I will be here more than 1 hour. Jack, Troy, Dow Jones Industrial Average US 30, it moves sideways, and I will stay away maybe for now, only because I'll wait for confirmation in the dollar index. And if the dollar index indicates maybe a potential drop, corrective phase, then maybe I will look for longs in US equities on US100, US 30. But right now I don't have something really good here. We have something like a sideways movement range here. And I'll wait for something here, because I don't have after its failure here to approach to reach my upper medium line or this former high, or it's traded and located somewhere at the half of this range, sideways movement, and maybe it will print maybe something like also like a triangle or something, I don't know, here. Yeah, so personally I'll wait for something here before I'll go long or short in US 30, because I don't have something as long as the US 30 moves sideways here. Yeah, and maybe something like this, if it stays above this uptrend line, and if it fails to stabilize below the pivot point, something like a breakout above it, maybe a new higher high here in the short term on the lower time frames, could bring us something on US 30. Yeah, let's So it's trapped here between 34,237, 34,598, something like a sideways movement. Maybe a new higher high here could signal potential growth, and maybe a new lower low, valid breakdown here could signal maybe potential drop. Yeah, or something like this. A new higher high could bring us something, but I told you I'll keep an eye on US30, on US100, on US500, and if I'll have something, I will come back to you guys. British pound versus US dollar. 1 minute, because I want to invite more members here. Okay, because maybe there are more members want to join us here live. Okay, this is my opinion on British pound versus the US dollar. Let's take a look. And right now, this pair is bullish in the short term. As you can see, I've told you guys that in my previous maybe sessions that that maybe something like a valid breakout here above this warning line of the descending pitchfork could signal a potential growth. But as you can see here, it moves somehow sideways, and as long as it stays below 1.3647, below the weekly R1, personally I will I'll stay away, and maybe only a new higher high here could bring us something really good here. Maybe a valid breakout here above the R1 could bring us something, or after escaping from this maybe range or something could signal a potential growth. So I've told you I'll wait for the dollar index to bring us something to confirm an upside continuation, or to confirm a reversal, a downside reversal, a bearish reversal before taking action on euro versus the US dollar, before taking action on the British pound versus the US dollar. So this is my opinion. The warning line, the first warning line of the descending pitchfork was in as a dynamic resistance breakout, valid breakout. A new higher high here could represent an upside opportunity or something. This is not a trading recommendation. This is only for education purpose. This is only my analysis, my opinion. So yeah, if I'll have an opportunity here, if I'll open a trade on the British pound versus the US dollar, I will come to you guys and I will share my trade with you guys. Patricia, I will take a look on the British pound versus Japanese yen. Thank you. This is only on you if you lost around $900, because as you already know, we are risking only 1% of our account, of our real account, VIP account on each trade, on a trade. So yeah, if your risk it's higher, it's only your fault. Okay, the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Let's take a look. It's still bullish. I told you guys that potential growth registered by the Nikkei, by the Japanese stock index, could force the yen to drop. So something like this here. Breakout after moving sideways here below this downtrend line. New higher high here. It's aggressive breakout above 152.85, signaled an upside continuation. Breakout above the R1. This breakout was confirmed after this false breakdown, after this retest here. It has found temporary resistance at the R2, 154.72. And right now, if the British pound versus the Japanese yen will stabilize here above the R2, then we'll have an upside continuation here on this market, on this currency pair. So personally, I'll wait for something here, maybe for the price for the pair to retest the R2 before jumping higher, and something like a test retest here could bring me a new long opportunity in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Let's take a look here. One moment, because also maybe we have something like this. So something like a consolidation accumulation here could bring us new long opportunities, maybe in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. This is my opinion here. Also, let's take a look. I will hide this one from here because it's only my my trade setup here in euro versus the Japanese yen. Abiola, please email support, because I will remove you from this chat if you continue to spam here. I've told you that Olympia 25 is only a coupon, a code that you can use if you want to become a VIP member. Okay, so and as I've told you, I'm not sending signals, I'm sharing only my trades here. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not sending trading signals, trading recommendations. So please, I will remove you from my chat if you continue to spam here. Okay, euro versus the Japanese yen, something like a sideways movement here in the short term after something like this, after this leg higher, after this strong swing higher. So also after jumping above 130.73 former high, the bias is bullish here as well. So we have something like bullish reversal, as you can see here. Let's take a look. Also, let's use Fibonacci retracement here, or something like this. And right now it has jumped also above the 50% retracement level. Right now it has registered a new higher high. It has jumped above 131.22, so the bias is bullish, and staying here, stabilizing above this former high static resistance, it could resume its growth maybe towards the 60%, 61.8% retracement level, 131.75, guys. So this was only a temporary consolidation accumulation here. Silver, I will take a look on silver. Thank you for your message. So after this temporary consolidation, after jumping above this immediate downtrend line, a drop, a new higher high here. So euro versus the Japanese yen is bullish, and it could resume its growth here in the short term. But as I've told you, you should also be careful around the US data dump, around because those high impact events will have an impact on the Japanese yen as well, on the euro as well. So you should be careful. But right now this pair is bullish. Silver. Let's take a look. I will take a look on 4 hour. As you already know, guys, personally I've talked here about something like this, about an inverse head and shoulders pattern, a reversal pattern here in silver. I talked about a potential reversal here after jumping above the immediate downtrend line. So breakout, unfortunately, as you already know from my analysis, from my previous sessions, I've told you here that its failure here to stabilize above the medium line could signal a potential drop, but it has tested and retested this this former downtrend line, test retest, and now it has jumped again. It has jumped above the weekly pivot point, 22.691, and right now it challenges, is pressuring the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. And personally, I believe that maybe a valid breakout, jumping, stabilizing above the medium line, and a new higher high if the price of silver will jump and stabilize above this former high, also above the weekly R1 above 23.171. It could signal a potential strong growth, and maybe this scenario will take shape if the price of gold will continue to increase. Maybe if I don't know if the US data will come in worse than expected or something, if the dollar index will drop after the US data dump or something, but we'll have to wait for confirmation. Right now in the short term, yeah, the price of silver is still strong. It's bullish in the short term after failing to approach to reach these former lows or to approach to reach the weekly S1, jumping above the pivot point, a very breakout above the medium line could signal potential growth here in silver. Stephen, New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar. I will take a look on that market as well. Okay, so this is my opinion, my analysis here on silver ahead of the US inflation data, before the US data dump, because maybe a new false breakout here, stabilization below the medium line could signal a potential drop, but right now in the short term, the bulls, the buyers are strong, only because the dollar index drops right now. So a deeper drop registered by the dollar index, a very breakout here, a new higher high could maybe signal maybe a potential strong growth towards the upper medium line, and also guys, towards one moment, towards this 150% Fibonacci line, because you can see here in silver that the price of silver failed to approach to reach the 150% Fibonacci line. It has dropped, retested the upper medium line, false breakdowns, and maybe something like this, a new higher high here after escaping here from this pattern, after could maybe signal something like a potential growth in the short term. This is my opinion here. And also we have this former high, so something like this, 23.146 is seen as a strong, as a critical resistance, static resistance. A very breakout above it could signal an important growth here in silver, guys. US oil. US oil, guys, it has failed, guys, to stabilize above the weekly R1, above 81.39, above the up channel's resistance. So the price of US oil has shown overbought signs. It has signaled exhausted buyers here after its failure to stabilize above this upside line, above this former resistance, above it has failed to stabilize above the weekly R1, 81.39, and maybe personally I'll search for short opportunities here in US oil. One moment. So something like this. We still have this maybe support zone here, maybe above 79.45, around 79.98, 79.76. So something like this. Personally, I would have liked to see something like this. Test, retest, false breakouts, maybe before dropping deeper. To catch something, or personally I will draw here something like descending pitchfork, drop, retest, false breakout with great separation, drop, but maybe I'll wait for something here, maybe for the price maybe to continue to move sideways, test, retest here, or maybe for a new lower low here before considering going short here on US oil. But I'll wait for confirmation here in US oil, and when I have something I will share my trade with you guys in US oil. Rohit Kumar, what happened to your signal start copy trading? I don't know, man, because I don't. Please email support if you have any questions about signal start. I'm not. I'm not trading there. I'm not the one who's managing that system or that. I'm not working on that service, so I'm not. I cannot talk about that signal start. Please email support. Personally, I'm only here for the VIP members, for the VIP group, for the Telegram groups. You can, when I'll share something or you will see my name under my content or something, also into the YouTube channel, into the VIP Telegram group. So I don't know nothing and about that signal start system service. Okay. David, learn to trade. How do you set your stop loss? How many pips away from entry? It depends. Yeah, personally, I like to hide. Take a look here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, maybe if I'll decide to, I don't know, to go short here on the US oil. So this is not a trade recommendation or a trading signal, but if I'll decide maybe to go short here in US oil, yeah, maybe from below this former low. Yeah, maybe I will hide my stop loss here above this former high. Okay, because as long as it stays below this upper medium line of the descending pitchfork, test, retest, this upper medium line of the descending pitchfork is in as a dynamic resistance. So personally, I will hide maybe my stop loss here above this former high. So it depends, yeah, on market, on setup, or something like this. Okay, so I will come back maybe later with my trade, with the trade setup in US oil. After maybe I will get confirmation here after the price of oil will end its sideways movement here in the short term. So if you have questions about that signal start, please email support. They will help you. They know maybe more about that system, because I didn't, I was not on that project. Okay, one moment. New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar. I still don't have something here really good. I've told you that I will keep an eye on this market after this sell-off, this drop, after reaching these former lows, this demand zone, support zone area. But I've told you guys in my previous session that one moment. I've told you that as long as it stays below this downtrend line, I don't have something. I've told you that I'm waiting for a strong bullish pattern, maybe here around this support zone, around the lower medium line of the descending pitchfork. So if I have something, or when I'll get confirmation here, if we'll have something, if the price action will print something like a strong bullish pattern, if we'll have a valid breakout above this downtrend line, if we'll have a bullish reversal, I will come back with my trade. Stephen, please sir, now floating. I've told you, Stephen, New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar is at support, in a support zone demand area, but personally I will not go long here, only because I'm in a support zone, support area, because this support zone area, yeah, could be taken out anytime. Yeah, so that's why even if I'm in a support zone area, personally I'm looking for strong bullish patterns, bullish signs, signals. So as long as it stays below this downtrend line, I don't want to go long. on New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar, even if I'm here in a support zone. Also, maybe this could be considered as a potential double bottom pattern, but as long as it stays below this former high, I don't have something. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on this market. Denise, sir, had you UK all? If not, please UK all. Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well if you have time. Can you look at US dollar versus the Swiss franc? US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let's take a look on the 4 hours. Thank you guys for all your messages. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your presence here. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. This market, this currency pair drops only because the dollar index drops right now. Yeah, so we have a positive, strong positive correlation between the dollar index and the US dollar versus the Swiss franc. So it moves somehow sideways, guys, here between 0.9307 and 0.9252. It has escaped from this descending pitchfork. It has also jumped above this sliding line, but unfortunately the dollar index is forced the pair to drop as well. So I believe that only an upside breakout, a value breakout from this range, something like this, could really signal a potential strong growth. And also the bias is still bullish in the short term, despite the sideways movement here. Only, and also as long as it stays above this uptrend line here, as long as it stays above the weekly pivot point, as long as it stays above 0.9252 support, static support, we'll have to wait, guys, for something here for the dollar index to confirm an upside continuation or a bearish reversal. Yeah, so personally I don't have something really good right now here in US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Yeah, something like a sideways movement here, unfortunately. And also technically this could be something like a reversal pattern, like head and shoulders pattern, but we'll need something like this valid breakdown here below this uptrend line, below the neckline, below this uptrend line. So only something like this, a valid breakdown here, could activate this reversal pattern here on the US dollar versus the Swiss franc. So you should keep in mind that we may have something like a reversal pattern if the price will take out all these support levels, and if it stays above the weekly pivot point, maybe above the outside sliding parallel line here, something like a sideways movement followed by an upside breakout from this range, will bring us new long opportunities, will bring us new buying opportunities. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Steven. Can you look on Japanese Nikkei? Yeah, we talked about the Japanese stock index. So let's take a look again. I told you, test retest false breakdowns here below the weekly pivot point, 28,106.3, and I've told you that maybe something like a new higher high here could signal a potential further growth here on the Nikkei, and I've told you that maybe something like this scenario could force the Japanese yen to depreciate versus its rivals. Yeah. Something like this. So temporary drop, test, retest, now something like a consolidation, accumulation here. Maybe a new higher high could signal potential growth here in the Japanese stock index. Also here on the 1 hour, I will draw something like this, something like a descending pitchfork. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 drop, and this level here 27,985.6 is seen as static support. As long as it stays below it, we have maybe something like range here, and a valid breakout from this range, also above the upper medium line of this descending pitchfork, could signal an upside continuation, could signal that maybe the Japanese yen will depreciate as well, and only maybe something here, test, retest, false breakouts, rejections, and the valid breakdown from this range could signal a deeper drop here in Nikkei. US dollar, Canadian dollar. One moment. This pair is still bearish. After dropping below this uptrend line, potential neckline. So here in the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, I've talked about something like reversal pattern as well, about a head and shoulders pattern, as you can see here, and but also after escaping maybe from this potential falling wedge pattern, so the price invalidated this pattern and signaled a deeper drop. 1.2422 is seen as critical support, static support here on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And can we go long on the index, sir, as yen depreciation is expected? You can do whatever you want, Alex. I will call you Alex. Hey, Alex. Personally, I'm waiting. I'll wait for confirmation on the Japanese stock index on the Nikkei. I've told you that I'm waiting for an upside breakout from that range above that upper medium line, maybe before considering going long, or before looking for shorts on the Japanese yen. Okay, so here I've told you 1.2422 is seen as strong and critical support, static support. A valid breakdown below it could activate maybe this reversal pattern, this head and shoulders pattern, and let's measure this one here. So maybe something like more than 400 pips reversal pattern here, if the pair will register a valid breakdown here below 1.2422. Yeah, I will keep an eye on this market, on this pair, on this major forex pair, and if I'll get confirmation, I will come back with my trade. And if you want to follow my trade, it's fine. If you can afford maybe to risk 1% of your account on a trade. And also, personally, I've drawn here 1, 2, and 3, a descending pitchfork, drop, retest, and also as long as it stays within the descending pitchfork's body, it could drop. But personally, I wait for a new lower low here before maybe taking action. Okay. Gold. We talked about gold. Canadian dollar. Swiss franc. I don't know why you want to trade this market, this pair. Personally, I don't have something really good right now in this on this pair, on this market. This is not on my watch list, but I will still make an analysis for you. But if you want to have access to all my VIP content, trades, or something, to my market analysis, VIP trades, you should become a VIP member. and you can use that coupon, that code Olympic25 to get a 25% discount. So I've drawn here an ascending pitchfork, test retest of the medium line. It has decreased a little to retest the lower medium line, and right now it has jumped above my medium line of the ascending pitchfork. You should be careful here around these former highs, and personally I believe that something like this may be here, like a valid breakout. So if the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc will stabilize above the medium line, a new higher high, a valid breakout here could signal an upside continuation. This is my opinion in the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc. David, learn to trade, you risk 1% per trade. Yeah, as you already know, only 1% per trade. I will take a look on your messages because I want to answer to your questions. Let's take a look again on gold because yeah, it seems to here Takrar. Sorry. So gold right now, it rallies right now only because the dollar index drops. Also, let's take a look on the dollar index again. So sell off on the dollar index. The US dollar increases. You should know that we don't have 100% negative correlation between the dollar index and the US and the price of gold. But personally, when the dollar index drops, I don't want to be short on gold. And also when the dollar index increases, and when I know that the dollar index should resume its growth, personally I don't want to be gold on long on gold. Sorry. It challenges 1770.58 as expected after its failure here to stabilize below the inside sliding parallel line of the ascending pitchfork here. So but I told you, we have also resistance area zone here, because we have this 150% Fibonacci line. We have the weekly R1 here, 1777.11, also this former high. So, but as long as the dollar index continues to drop, the price of gold could increase. So I will take a look. One moment. I will take a look on Orlando's trade. Is that on gold for the VIP members? Is that break even? Is that at break even, and maybe it will continue to grow if we'll take out all these immediate resistance levels. David, okay, Mohammed, the British pound versus the New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look. Whoa. Sorry for that. I don't have something here. I don't like the price action. So we had this uptrend here, leg higher, swing higher, something like double top here pattern, reversal pattern, corrective phase here. But as you can see, it has stayed above 1.9329. Personally, I've drawn this ascending pitchfork here, trying to catch an upside movement. So you can see here that, the price, the British pound versus the New Zealand dollar, has retested the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork. So retest here. But unfortunately here it has found resistance at the 23.6 retracement level, 1.270606 at the downside, the 50% Fibonacci line of the ascending pitchfork. So right now I don't have something. Maybe here test, retest, something like a consolidation could bring us something, because as long as it stays above the lower middle line of the ascending pitchfork, it could still increase. Yeah. So no, I don't like the price action right now here. So but still, here on lower time frames, maybe after something like this, maybe we can talk about universe, I don't know, head and shoulders pattern here. But only maybe something like a value breakout above this potential neckline, a new higher high maybe, if the price will stabilize above the weekly pivot point here, because as you can see, it has failed to approach to reach the weekly S1 1.9508, and right now, if it maybe stabilizes above the weekly pivot point, a new higher high, if it will maybe jump and close above 1.9638, could signal potential growth here. If I'll have confirmation, maybe I will come back with my trade for you, for the VIP members, only for the VIP members, because our VIP members are paying a subscription each month. So personally, I want you to share my trades as always with my with the VIP members. And if you are not a VIP member and if you want to become a VIP member, you can access the link posted right below this video, and you can use also that coupon, that code Olympia25 to get a 25% discount for the first month. And don't forget that we have a 30 days money back guarantee. If you want to get out, no one is keeping you here. If you don't like our VIP content, our VIP trades, our services or something, David, I'm looking for trades on all time frames, and yeah, I will start maybe analyzing a market from I don't know, monthly, weekly, daily, because I really want to know if I'm in an uptrend, downtrend, or something, if I'm in if the market is in a corrective phase, if yeah, and then I'll start looking for trades. Yeah, one moment, because I want to take a look on your messages. So David, personally, I really like to use personally, I'm using price action, and yeah, I'm starting maybe from weekly, daily, or something like this. Yeah, I'm also looking for key levels. I'm also using static support, static resistance, dynamic support, dynamic resistance. So price action. I'm also using that pitchfork tool. That pitchfork tool, that trading tool, helped me to identify exhaustions, great trading opportunities, reversals. Dynamic support, dynamic resistance levels. Yeah, and I really like to use this this tool, the pitchfork tool, Andrew's pitchfork tool, on all markets, on all time frames. Yeah. Okay, if you don't have more questions, I will end this webinar right now here, because I'm live. I was live for more than 1 hour and 20 minutes. So please, guys, be careful later today around the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, Core CPI, FOMC meeting minutes. Yeah, let's take a look also on cryptocurrencies maybe. So a temporary decline here on Bitcoin after reaching my the first warning line of the ascending pitchfork. So you can see how the price respects these lines, the pitchforks, lower medium line, the upper medium line, the warning line, the 150% Fibonacci line, or also maybe the 50% Fibonacci line. So it has found resistance here at the warning line, and right now maybe it will come back to test and retest the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork. Also, we have an important and strong support, former resistance turned into a support, 52,956.7. So the bias is still bullish as long as it stays above this zone, this area. So the price of Bitcoin could jump higher after testing and retesting this zone, this area. Yeah. Ethereum as well is still bullish. Maybe if it will maybe come back above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork here after this temporary drop. So if the price of Bitcoin will increase, then Ethereum will increase as well. Yeah, personally I'm using this correlation. Okay, guys, I will end this webinar here right now. It seems that you don't have more questions. Let's take a look also on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Someone asked me about this market. So it's still bullish, strongly bullish, as you can see here. It has jumped above the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork. It has stabilized above the weekly R1, signaling strong buyers, and staying here above the upper medium line could approach the former high, also the R2, maybe a new higher high if it will maybe jump and close and stabilize above 91.41 above the weekly R1 could signal potential growth here. But you should be careful also because failing to stay above 91.18 could signal a potential drop. But right now it has jumped above this former high, static resistance, and I've told you that maybe a new higher high here, stabilization, value breakout above the R1 could signal potential growth here on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. And also you can use the 150% Fibonacci line as a potential upside target, the warning line. So as long as it stays above the upper medium line, it could resume its growth. Yeah. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, something like sideways movement consolidation above the weekly R2, 83.10. After this amazing rally, it has printed a new higher high. We have maybe something like a reversal here after jumping above 82.28. So something like a consolidation maybe before jumping higher. And if the Nikkei will jump higher, will resume its growth, it could continue to increase. So test retest of the R2, 1, 2, and 3 here. So drop, test retest, it has failed to stabilize below the medium line of the descending pitchfork. And personally I believe that escaping from the pitchfork's body, a valid breakout here above the upper medium line could signal potential growth, also a new higher high. Yeah. Okay, thank you, guys. Please be careful today around the US data dump, around the US inflation data, around the FOMC meeting minutes. Maybe we'll come back later with analysis, with VIP trades. We'll share our trades with our VIP members. And if you're not a VIP member, you can become one by accessing the link posted right below this video. You can use that coupon, that code, And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is important. You can always set reminders. Also, please like our videos. Please comment right below our videos. Please share our videos. Also, follow us on Instagram. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.